We can say that we awaken spiritually, or we awaken, or we have an intention to awaken, whether you're on a path or you're aware or you're now involved in various aspects, right, of how to access other portals, other ways that are beyond just our five senses. So when you are even in that state, right? Before you get into a full shift in consciousness, you will have a gradual dislike for life as it is, as being very, very mundane, meaningless, right? Some of you may have a quest to find meaning, a quest to answer why, who are we? Or some of you may want to escape from life and its drudgery, right? Some of you may want to simply have a 200% life, which is 100% spiritual, 100% material. You may want to experience everything right now, right? And some of you may want none of this, but find yourselves in the thrust of what a lot of people are calling spiritual awakening. So you might be looking for answers, you might be looking for guidance as to why am I suddenly hearing ringing in my ears? Why am I suddenly feeling like I'm so anxious? Why am I so overwhelmed? Why can't I just have normal conversations and come out of it like, okay, nothing happened and just get on with my day, right? Why is everything so intense? Why is my life falling apart? Why are relationships suddenly breaking, right? Or why there are so many different reasons that will bring you to the internet, bring you to friends, bring you to books, bring you to various teachers as well, right? For you looking for some kind of an explanation about what is happening, right? The reason why we seek this kind of an explanation is we get into a kind of stress response or a survival. I want to carry on surviving. At the root of seeking that explanation, I want to know what is going on, because when I realize what is going on, I then know what to do about it. So I won't be worrying so much about what is not known to me. So you want to turn that which you don't know to that which you know, right? And you seek that kind of levity, which will allow you to sit back and relax into whatever the process entails. So, for example, right, you'll want to know, okay, so what does this mean? What if I don't want it? What if I have no basis of spirituality and actually are not really interested in any of this? Then what? You see, when you have gone through a spiritual awakening, or you're going through an awakening, because it's a paradigm shift of consciousness, right? This isn't something that you can shut off. Not just that. If it's come to you, it's yours for keeping. It's not something that you're going to suddenly just switch off. It's there for a reason. And part of the process, right, that reason that you're going to be looking for is going to be hidden in that journey itself. So the end is not really the point here. It is a going through of the journey of your spiritual awakening process that holds all of the key, holds all the magic, holds all the answers, right? When you're going through this, it is not divisional, it is not divisive, it is not segregating, it is not discriminating. A spiritual awakening process, if anything, right? Yes, during the course of the process, you will want to be alone, and that isolation is highly necessary, highly desirable, right? Because without you getting that moment of solitude, and real solitude. Not one that, yeah, I'm alone, but I'm going to be scrolling the net for answers. Not that, yes, I'm alone, but I'm going to be reading, but simply solitude, where you are minimally engaging your senses, right? And going deeper into this door that has just opened of your spiritual awakening. You open that door and so much else starts to come out, right? Now, when you actually go through it, you might suddenly have a pull to travel to these wonderful sites, sacred sites, some might say, right? Energy vortexes, some might say. You might have a pull that you can't explain for you to get to these places without you even having any mind that's come up with this. Some of you might have a pull towards a book, a teaching, a guru, right? When you're getting through this process, at each stage, you will meet those that are vibrationally on the same stage and those of a higher vibration. Lower vibration, yes, when you are in the healing crisis and you're working through a pattern. But because you're going through your awakening, the good news is that the lower vibration will not be there to stay as long as your growth is happening. And because the paradigm shift has taken place, you cannot ungrow it. You cannot unknow it, right? So you can't suddenly say, oh, I'll just go back to the way things were, you know? And some of you might even feel for a while, you know, I want to go back to that person I was and or whatever. Oh, I miss doing things in this way, right? Or some of you just will have a completely different view and think, whoa, what was I thinking, right? And you won't. So as you're going through the process, right? Every stage is simply transitory. It is not the last. You will carry on. And as you carry on, one of the things that happens is the influence that your sensory organs have will start to diminish. Yet, you will have a wider sensory experience. Not only will you take in more, right? You will deepen in that, and it will not have that sort of effect on you of tiring you out. Yes, for a while you will go through that stage where you are bombarded with these sudden things, because imagine that all this time you've been, you know, very black and white, meaning life is this or life is like this. There is no in between. Now all you see is gray, right? There's no path, there's no clear. You don't know which way to go, which way not to go. But eventually that clarity comes. When that clarity comes, you will just see everything for what it is. So there won't be any insistence that this is my community and I'm part of this community and therefore you can't come in and I can't go in. No, right? There'll be none of that. It's an open house. Yeah? So there is that feeling of, no, we're all in this. We're in this together. Let's all carry each other and lift each other. Take care. Happy New Awakening. Lots of love.